Hello guys, this is Joshua Horton. I know this is a bit random out of nowhere, but I had to make this video because I just watched, as you can tell in the title video, Joker. So I decided, basically after Batman v Superman, I kind of got out of the DC movies. No, I don't even think Batman v Superman is that bad. I was just very disappointed with it, so I just kind of not necessarily have a hate towards, but I just didn't really care for the Marvel kind of thing. But I heard so many good things about this movie. Watched the trailer, I was like, I've got to watch it. And I watched it, and I wasn't sure I was going to feel, because I could tell even by watching the trailer, it's not your typical action typical superhero action. This could be not even considered a superhero film. Because even though it's part of that DC superheroes genre, you don't really need to know anything really about Batman, the Joker, or anything like that to watch this film. So yeah, but now let's get to my actual thoughts. Oh my, it was way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be pretty good, a great, really good film. It was an incredible film. I was so surprised because I always thought there needed to be a good amount of action. This has very little action. So if you just want a movie that has loads of action and cool stuff, then this movie is probably not for you. But this movie highlights in its story. Basically, if you don't really know what it's about, it's an origin story for the Joker. It's not part of the DCEU, which is like DC Extended Universe. So it's not part of that. There's a different Joker, which I haven't seen his performance in, so I don't know if he's any good. But I've heard weird stuff about apparently he wasn't used good enough in terms of timings in Suicide Squad. But yeah, this is kind of its own separate thing. I watched it. Joker, although I kind of got out of DC, I'm still a huge fan of the Dark Knight trilogy. I'm now watching this, I kind of want to get more back into Batman. I don't know, maybe even if it means watch the new films, because I probably think they're decent, or go back and see some older films like the Michael Keaton ones, not the George Clooney film, Batman and Robin. I've heard too many negative things to take a risk with that, so yeah. But most villains, the thing that makes him such a great villain, in my opinion, for it to be a good villain, is if you have to, not necessarily they're in the right, no, you have to think they're wrong, but you get why they think that. You get why they act like that and stuff. And Joker, especially Heath Ledger, was one of the few things actually that didn't need that. He just needed to be a madman and go crazy. But yeah, but this is its own thing, and in my opinion, although I'm not sure which Joker actor I prefer, if it's Joaquin Phoenix, Heath Ledger. I think they're perfect for their movies. I don't think Heath Ledger could do. I think Heath Ledger's version of the Joker wouldn't do well in this film, and I don't think Joaquin Phoenix's of the Joker would do well in The Dark Knight. So I think they're both great, and they're in the perfect film that suits the story that they're trying to tell. And I'm not saying I prefer Joaquin Phoenix more than the Joker, but I was more captivated in this story of the Joker. Because I never thought I'd want to hear about an origin story for the Joker, because Joker was one of those I'm messing up my words today. Joker was one of those villains that didn't need an origin story. That was part of the mystique, the mystery behind it. And we got an origin story, and it was incredible. I want them to put this in the DCEU, but I'm not sure how that would work. Here's what I think they should do. I think they're still continuing the DCEU, because they had stuff like Birds of Prey and stuff, which I'm not sure if I'll watch. I'll watch the Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman's on Netflix, so I'll definitely watch that. But then I'll decide whether I want to see the new film in June. But yeah. So overall, this film was great. Really, the main plot it's just an origin story for the Joker, and I like the fact that it's a slow descent to madness. It's not just he's really mad at the end, but he's just trying to hide it and contain it, because that isn't normal. It's a slow build. It's a slow build of madness, which is what I really like. At the beginning of the film, you can tell it was a he's got issues that are not his fault. You can tell he's got problems. By the end of the film, you're like, jeez, like that is big and like shocking. Yeah. So yeah, I like that. This was basically the idea of this story is that he was disgraced by society, and that is pretty much the reason he becomes who he is, because society didn't get him. They didn't care about him. Like, they just didn't care about him. He wasn't important to them, which is a hugely important way to kind of consider society. I'm not saying it will get to that extreme levels, but it's very eye-opening, the idea that you shouldn't disgrace anyone because they're different or weird. You think they're weird because you don't know their situation. Like, if they actually knew what Joker was going through, I don't think he would get disgraced much. But people just don't question, they judge. And I'm not saying I'm perfect at this. Sometimes people around me do something and I think, yeah, that's weird. But I wouldn't treat them weirdly or that. I'm just saying that I believe you shouldn't disgrace them and think they're. It might feel weird at the time, but when I go back, it's like, well, at the same time, you don't know what they've gone through. So it's weird. I get it in the sense that it's a normal human thing to do, but you do also need to not act like they're not even human or something. So it kind of has that idea of society can create an impact. Like, if a society mistreats people, that that leads to consequences and stuff. And I really like it. It was quite eye-opening, more than any other film I've seen, of just why you shouldn't judge. Like, it was incredibly eye-opening because you don't know what they're going through. There's no one there to really help him go through that stuff. There's no one there to help you. When you think there's someone there, it turns out it's, yeah. I'm not going to spoil anything, but yeah. So it's quite emotional, and you kind of feel sympathetic towards the Joker, because before this film, Joker, I've always admit, was a cool villain. When I watched him in The Dark Knight, I was like, he's a really good villain. But I didn't feel sympathetic. I just felt like, oh, he's an absolute madman. In this film, I actually felt sympathy for the Joker. It made me just... And it's not like what he does in the film is okay. It's not, because no matter what it is okay. But I still felt sympathy for him because of what he experienced. So overall, really good film. I was incredibly surprised. I would give it 8.5 out of 10. I just was really surprised about how good this film is. And now, even if this is not part of the main DCEU universe, I now want to get back into it, because yes, before this film I did watch Shazam, which I was really impressed with because of how different it was, but I didn't really go much into it. So I want to get back into DC and kind of really watch the movie, get to know the stories and stuff, because this movie was incredible. I'm just honest. If I hate a film, I'll say I hate this film. But if I love the film, I'll say I love this film, and I love this film. So yeah, I'll give it 8.5 out of 10. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications so you never miss a video. See you all in the next video. Bye guys.